Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of May 21st. As always, we will get started with the Mythic Plus affixes, and the Mythic Plus affixes this week are Tyrannical, Volcanic, and Sanguine. Again, that's Tyrannical, Volcanic, and Sanguine. One thing I haven't thought about too much while giving out Mythic Plus affixes for this final season is that you actually have to do a plus 10 to even get the last affix, and so the first two affixes are much more, or really the middle affix, it's much more dependent on how your keys might go. So for any like just normal vault keys or anything, you're just gonna have volcanic, and so that's really easy. And I guess I never really thought of it about like that. Of course, once you get into sanguine, that'll slow your keys down, and it's also tyrannical weak. But yeah, if you're just playing tyrannical volcanic, you're gonna have a very easy time in like regular keys, right? So that's something I never really fully formulated in my brain when they squish the keys down into level and stuff like that. So a lot of people are only playing the first two affixes this season. A big percent of the player base, I would say. So volcanic, very easy. So for most people, this is a very easy week. If you are pushing higher keys though, or doing bigger keys, sanguine will slow you down, of course, and you would of course know that as well. Let's go ahead and get to talking about what's going on in game this week, which is not very much. Once again, we did not have a ton of news this past week, which I've been kind of harping on. This has not been a big alpha breaking news time these past couple of weeks. We did have Pandaria Remix released though, and that's what we'll mainly be talking about. Just a couple things. There's just a couple PvP weeklies this week in the game, and we do have the Glowcap Festival towards the end of the week. The only real reason to do this is if you need Sporagar rep. So if for some reason you still need Sporagar rep, or you're newer to the game and you never played Burning Crusade, whatever, it is a good, real easy way to go back there into Outland and get some Sporagar rep. And other than that, there's pretty much nothing going on in the game. No news, no major news at least to speak of this week. And so let's spend a little bit of time talking about the Pandaria Remix. I did a video like should you play Mop Remix, and I did it when I was like halfway through my leveling or a third of the way through my leveling, and just basically pointing out how things kind of work and if you should bother playing it or not. I still stand by pretty much everything I said there. Basically, if you want to level an alt and you want like a fun way to do it, or you want any cosmetics from Mr. Pandaria, or you just like Mr. Pandaria, then yeah, it's pretty fun and you'll probably enjoy playing it. But if you're a PvP player, you don't care about any cosmetics, like either both of those or either one of those, if you don't need an alt, any of those types of things, then you're not really missing out on a ton. If you truly don't care about like the cosmetic stuff, you have no FOMO, none of that kind of stuff, then you're not really missing out on much. But if you like any of those things that I mentioned first, then it is really fun to play. This is what most people have been doing this week. People are even playing it like an end game. So I would say like a good majority of the high end retail player base is playing Mr. Pandaria Remix this past week, and probably for the next couple weeks. And then maybe they'll come back to the regular retail season to try to like push their keys or whatever they're going to do. But a lot of people are playing this Mop Remix, and it is pretty fun. I'm looking forward. I'm just about to hit max level on a character. I'm not having, I think it's designed pretty well. I'm not having any issues that people were talking about. I think they were having the issues because they were power leveling, and so they like didn't get strong as they leveled. But me just casually leveling, my character is super strong. The biggest complaint I heard was between 60 and 70, you're too weak, you can't do anything. My character is at 65 or 66 or something, and they're incredibly strong. I'm out damaging the 70s. I'm out damaging the 60s, the 50s, the 40s. They get scaled up. So that's definitely not a problem if you just kind of take your time and level up at your own pace. Now, if you are a speed level or whatever, then maybe you'll run into that problem. But yeah, it's definitely fun. I definitely so the more I play this, and my take has been is that I want a remix of Burning Crusade. I think that would be so cool. I don't know why. My brain immediately says that Burning Crusade would be the coolest one to remix. That's not my favorite expansion by any means. It's not like none of it is my favorite. Nothing about Burning Crusade is my favorite, but all my brain keeps telling me is that a remix Burning Crusade would be amazing. Like a retail WoW inside Burning Crusade would be amazing. I don't know why my brain tells me that, but it does. And I think that's what I'm hoping for out of all this. at the end of the day. Or, you know, I want to see, I don't want it just to be, oh, because the easy thing to do is just to do from Mists of Pandaria on, where the things were made a little bit more like retail. But I say, screw it, let's see what retail abilities and retail stuff does in Burning Crusade times. I mean, that would just be fun and probably a little bit hilarious too. And you know, this is all about having fun at the end of the day. This is not, you know, not really a competitive mode. It's not really a ranked mode in any way. You know, it's about having fun, frankly. And so, if we're gonna have fun, let's have the most fun, in my opinion. So, that's something that I'm really hoping for out of all of this. This whole remix thing, and it's definitely fun. This is the way I would prefer to level on retail, even though I love leveling just in the old zones and stuff like that. And you know, but you still don't. At the end of the day, you don't get the same feel that you do from like playing on classic. So if I ever want to level an old tune, I'll probably hop over, or level a tune the old way. I'll probably just hop on classic or something and do it like the traditional way. But this is actually quite a lot more fun, in my opinion. And it's more fun just getting the power, getting the gems. You know, it's a little bit more of like an end game feel, a little bit more of a Diablo or Path of Exile feel while you level. So, yeah, that's a lot of Pandaria remix talk. Obviously, once again, hoping for more news coming out from the alpha this week. It's been 2 weeks without any real kind of news. Someone did leave a comment that was useful about, you know, something perhaps in the secret finding front. So I have been checking the secret finding Discord and stuff like that more often, to try to see if there's any like big news or big stories I can talk about secrets from. Because I do have an issue to do secrets again. It's now been, you know, dang near half a year, almost a year, June, July, August, September. Yeah, it's been you know, two-thirds of a year since the secrets event or whatever. And you know, I'm itching for some more secret stuff. So I'm definitely hoping for that. And I'm trying to keep, you know, it's hard when you're trying to live your life and then also do this and stuff. But I'm trying to keep my ear to the ground to see if any secret news comes out. But yeah, that'll be it for this one, guys. Unfortunately, again, not too much to talk about. Just kind of a promo for Pandaria Remix. But as always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel because it helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.